draw. You in the bras before. Style supernatural. I send the students at you. And all you hear is tap, 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 like they wearing tattoos. It ain't no fucking diving down. You so just built like linemen. If you show ass, you hit the stage. You say you're feeling honest. These suckers so Versace. I ain't got no Versace. Just put the nano, jungle, camo, auto drive. I'm doing moving powder. This you about $1. This ain't the pussy while I'm choosing bitches. Working 9 to 5. Got lipstick on my counter. I put that on who I every little
I feel on that. I feel on that, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, I'm about to get on some cut those shit. Some raw shit, you know how I do. 144, let's get it.
That's that DC right there, baby.
I'm a beast like you thought. It's my flow shot. I'm touching like Benjamin Fox. Bitch, my flow wrestle. That's what they hate. The beats I bless you. Hey, like a promise that you go in the war. People go ahead and start this shit up. They say my Lord will bring the shit out. I'm gonna spark this shit up. They know playing on the top. I'm freaking lame shit. You got the heart to get it up. Spill blood. These pressures to my system, I'm gonna turn it off. Fuck all that pizza and weight. You ain't gonna touch the weight. War one for the soul. Real niggas up the weight. Big life to the street. Drop this shit in like shit. Can these niggas compete? No, not with me, I'm too deep. Hey, listen, I ain't from the play. I'm doing BK, I'm playing the kick. Score shit, nigga. 144. That's how they do.
That's it. Clap it up, clap it up. Man, that's Captain Taiwan and Captain Card, man. Blazing up, man. 144, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. 12,000 every tribe, man. We up out of here. You understand? I'm going to take the water to Yahweh Shah for giving us this opportunity to address this nation, man, in its urgency, man. It's an urgent time for you to come together. And not all of your bullshit of what you think you're supposed to be doing, but what the Lord calls you to do, man. The Lord got a call and He's telling you to step up into, man. Right. This earth is going awry. There ain't no saving this goddamn place. You invested in trying to save the white man so he can prolong his kingdom. You's a goddamn idiot along with your idiot ass pastors and your idiot ass leaders. They threatening your leaders right now. Your leaders in hiding, fearing the white man, thinking the white man gonna come and murder them, man. And let me tell you something else, man. These goddamn leaders, man, that turned their back on black people and went up and joined the white man and was all up in his kingdom and didn't give a damn what black people went through. They deserve this shit, man. Salaki. They deserve what's coming to them. So go ahead. If they don't change their damn ways, man, if they don't take this opportunity to return to the Lord, then you get what you deserve. Ain't nothing about no pride right now. You lose that garbage. You say, I was wrong. I did what wasn't right. I'm ready to change my way, or else you just an enemy of God. You understand? We got some heavy things we're going to go into. But first, let me address the brothers and sisters. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, Barakatham to the brothers. Yahweh Shema Alathan, Bahashim Yahweh Shah to the brother, to the sisters. Yeah, we're going to go into this real heavy. Y'all know we're going to go into y'all know the system, man. Oh my gosh. Yo, we told you that this was going to happen. We let you know that this militia was forming. Hey, that's what that. All right, Hebrew. We let y'all know that. Y'all turned y'all nose up at the UPK. Prayed for these white devils. Y'all went out and prayed for the people that was murdering you. When said, well, they just went away from God. Had your pimp leaders tell you not the whole fault against them, not the whole fault against the people that was murdering you. They went out in the parking lot, Yediah,
Right,
and prayed for, what's his name, that white boy that shot up the goddamn church. They went out in the parking lot and prayed. Yo, man, I'm telling you, man, this is not the spirit we should be in. We're going to read about a warrior brother. His name Caleb in the Bible. Y'all know about Caleb? Caleb in the Bible. Joshua, Ephraim, Caleb, Judah. How they come together, man. And that's what's needed. Lord said he's going to take the two sticks and bring them together. Find that for me. Get that scripture for me, the two sticks, and bring them into one. You want to read it right? We got to go into it right now. But before I go into that, I got to impress upon this woman and the brothers that thought they, by joining the white man police officers, that they were going to be safe. And how them white people came up against, what is it, the Capitol Police? Oh, man, they showed their tail, boy, against those black people, black officers that thought they were safe by joining the white man. They thought they were safe. But come to find out, they was the ones hated by white people, man. And that's you, man. That's your life, man. You join white people don't look at you like, they just look at you as another sellout. They just look at you as another goddamn sellout, man. That's what it is. And it was real heavy. Man, I can go on and on. It was real heavy. Back in slavery, they was dependent on your woman turning her back on you because a woman's natural affection is look to a man for protection and guidance. When she turned her back and wasn't able to rely on you for protection, she looked for the man that could protect her. She thought she could protect her and raise you up, not in a warrior's spirit, but in the spirit of being submissive to the man that she held could protect you. Come on, man. This goes all the way back to slavery, man. I'm telling you what's going on. All this fear black men got goes back to slavery. They didn't put that fear in you. It's like they put the drugs in your neighborhood. It's like they gave you that goddamn culture that you kill one another. They gave you all of it. They gave you all that culture, man. And now you wonder why ain't no black man standing up. The hell with the white man and what the hell he got. The Lord said what's going to take place on this earth. Right. Give a damn what white people got.
right.
How intimidating they look. And let me tell you something, black woman, this might not be a class for you. This is a man's class right here. Y'all women is about it. Y'all stick up in this class. But y'all soft women that can't handle warfare, that's why they get rid of the Old Testament. Y'all know that, right? Mm-hmm. They get rid of the Old Testament because too much warfare. Too much manliness in it. They want to hear something about peace and come together and all that. But we're going to go into warfare today. We're going to figure out some warfare today. Right. And it's going to it's going to revive the spirit of blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans to stand up in their goddamn captivity, man. Oh, we're going to die. We're going to just die being enemies to one another and not being punks. You want to do it? That's how you want to go out? Go ahead. You got your hand up?
Yeah, come on. bring it out is so heavy, sir, is that even when they say, oh, the Old Testament is it's about too much war. Christ said, I believe in Luke, where he said, you know, you don't have a sword, sell your garment and go get a sword.
Yeah, Christ said, those that would not follow me, follow the scripture, he said, those that not obey me, bring hither and slay them before me. Please.
Right.
Please find that. Man, Christ is a warrior. How the hell you want? And that's the whole spirit on Christianity. Christianity want to sing like Christ is some old punk.
Mm-hmm.
Like Christ is somebody that they can swoon into loving them.
Right.
Man, Christ is a hardcore warrior that's about doing what the Lord say, man.
Right.
You got the scripture?
Come.
Read it for me. Tell me where you at.
Concert. This is the book of Luke, chapter 19 and verse 27.
Go ahead.
But those,
What verse about that?
Concert. This is the book of Luke, chapter 19 and verse 26. For I say to you, that unto every one which shall be given, and from him that have not, even that he shall be taken away from him.
Meaning, the Lord give you this knowledge. You ain't building this knowledge. You want to take the knowledge that the Lord give you and just use it for yourself. And you ain't trying to build the Lord's kingdom.
Right.
That's going to be taken away from you.
Right.
But what the hell he going to trust the knowledge for you for if you ain't doing his will? His will is to build this kingdom.
Right.
Go raise up brothers and sisters.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 27. But those my enemies.
Who's the enemy? Hold on. Who's the enemies? You got brothers that got this knowledge and left the truth and went out there and built some old Christian philosophy or some old religious philosophy.
Right.
They got nothing to do with the truth.
Right.
They ain't in the UPK. That learned from the UPK, that went out and wanted to do their own thing for their own selfish ass reasons.
Right.
They're the enemies of Christ, man.
Right.
Christ said, but those mine enemies, what?
But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them.
You don't want Christ to reign over you. You don't want command and journey on. You don't want to follow the right order.
Right.
You don't want to generally rule over you, who was absolutely, 100% in the right order to rule over blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
Who've held this truth down. You say, no, I don't want that. Although what he's saying is important, I don't want him to rule over me. So I'm going to take what he's saying is important and I'm going to go over here and start something different.
Right.
You don't want to follow the order. So you don't want Christ to reign over you. Those that I would not want to reign over me, what?
Bring hither.
Bring them here and do what?
And slay them.
And kill them right in front of my face. That's how Christ feel about you wicked Negroes that don't want to do what the Lord said. He just wish you be gone, out of here.
Right.
Because if you ain't doing what the Lord said, you ain't nothing but an enemy. You ain't nothing going to raise up something that's against Christ.
Right.
Your mind is always going against the right order in some old wicked religion. Might as well you be gone. That makes things easier. Without you here, we can raise up the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
We ain't got no opposition, huh? Without the wicked Negro here. With the wicked Negro here, what are you going to do? Always try to find a way around the right way he's supposed to come in.
Right.
And so many of them like that. Christ warned us there's going to be a lot of us, a lot of people like that. And here they are. We got to teach this because people think they follow the truth because they hear they Israel, they hear that Christ is black, the Israelites are black, they hear about the land, they hear about this and that, and they think they're in the right order, but they're not.
Right.
Unless you in the ISUPK, you are not in the right order, man. Go ahead, where we at? That's it?
Come. I have the story, sir, about the two black officers.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what's happening because you refuse to be in order. Because these simpletons raise up groups. Here's a group that been raised up talking about the goddamn fearing the goddamn injections. What do you call it?
Vaccine.
Yeah, because why? Brothers that took the truth, took what they could from the truth, and went somewhere else, started something else, and now they fearing massa. They fearing massa. What you fearing for, man? If you believe that the Lord controls life and death, what the hell is in your heart? You're gonna hear about a brother right here, tell Caleb, man. Caleb, brother, this brother was something else. Something else. Had a different spirit.
Right.
Not like the masses. Because you know who else feared of the corona, what do you call the vaccine and all that? The masses.
Right.
The masses fear that. You understand that? But this brother boy, he had a different heart. He relied on the Lord. You understand? Go ahead. You had a question?
Yeah, what you bringing out was so heavy, sir, about, bringing out brothers that are so afraid of everything.
Oh.
You were no different than those that didn't make it into the kingdom. Like, there's a reason that Joshua and Caleb were the ones that made it from that generation, because they wasn't afraid.
That's right. That's right. I mean, that's a heavy top point. Yeah, Amos and Andy, nigga. I thought we finished Amos and Andy. Here they are today, live in spirit. Amos and Andy. Is that my shadow? Huh? Oh, he followed me wherever I go. And that's ridiculous, man, for you to be afraid right now.
Right.
And this time, when if you read the scripture, the Lord said he was going to do all kind of things on this. He's going to raise up his nation.
Right. Put his spirit down here. You afraid? Yo, you ain't reading the Bible. You crazy, man. Don't come to me with that garbage. I ain't partaking in that spirit, man. Right. You know what I mean? Here's another thing. How your woman gonna look at you? You bitch fired in front of the white man. You bitching. Right. Oh, the white man. Oh, he can give me. Here's your woman looking at everything your crying black behind say. She gonna hate you and love the white man because the white man got the fear in you. Come on, man. You gonna build a nation off of fear. Right. Go ahead, give me some more, please. Where we at? Colonel Khan. I have a story, sir. Oh, please. This is the black officers describing when they went up against the Capitol, sir. Oh man, you know what? These are. I want to see. Okay, well we do the black officer. No, we do the black officer first. Colonel Khan. Yo, check this out. Please check this out, black people. Colonel Khan. Because if you don't understand anything else, understand that joining this man does not make you free. It is not going to secure your safety. You're not going to be protected, man. Right. These black officers thought they the police. Surely the white man gonna love me because I'm standing side by side with Master protecting his property. Mm-hmm. Yo, go ahead, please hit it for me. Colonel McConnell, sir. Black police officers described the racist attacks they faced as they protected the Capitol. And they protected the Capitol. They ain't got nothing to do with black people. They protected the white man's institution. Mm-hmm. And feel that. You ain't protected. That's one thing to go against racist attacks while you protecting your people and the interests of your people. It's a whole other thing to be attacked racially while you protecting their interests. Read me some more, please. Damn, if I can make it through this story. Two black officers told the BuzzFeed News that their chief and other upper management left them totally unprepared and were nowhere to be found on left them unprepared. Meaning they asked out in front of the white people. Meaning they might got a little
a mace on the side against the crowd. They unprepared for what they had to go through. That mob would have went in and killed them, man, trampled them, all kinds of stuff. Here they are standing out there with the belief that we're supposed to do it with the Martin Luther King syndrome, that black people come together and we can build amongst white people and believing they got a chance,
Right.
you know, at living good while protecting the white man's interests.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't happen.
Right.
And let me tell you something, man. That's to show you that they don't respect black Capitol Police. They don't damn near respect you. We're gonna get a story, man, where they assaulted a sister. They didn't give a damn what she was talking about. Came and assaulted her and ripped her up and all kinds of crap.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really, really, really bad situation, black folks in there. And I pray to the Lord, not for my safety, because I don't give a damn about my safety. But my people, man, if they can come together, that'd be amazing to me. But they can see what I want to say. They can see the necessity of these times that we put down our evil from one to another, man. They always still hold grudges for when we got an imminent threat from a nation of people, man, that has been ruling over us, that has put us in captivity. I'm still hating my brother. Nah, my brother got to be. I got to stop that wickedness. I got to turn my ways, man, turn my face, and see what is it that the Lord actually required of me, man. Or else I'm gonna destroy. I'm on the same path those people are that's trying to destroy my nation. I'm on the same path they on. I'm on the same path of them separate me from my woman so that she could join them and raise weak children. Raise brothers that fear the master and what he can do. That's what the plot was in slavery. And wasn't that the plot? Yes or no? What were they doing all this for? Why did they attack the man and wanted to show the man? Same thing they do on the cross, man. Same thing they put your behind on the cross to show that you can't protect your people. The Romans are in charge. The Romans are in charge. Those that come up against Rome, this is the fate that they got to face.
Right.
That cross. And there was a black people that they put on the cross. Wasn't white people. Y'all hear about a white person being put on the cross? I ain't never heard of it. Read on. Give me some more. Nice and loud.
Management and action left black police officers especially vulnerable to a mob that had been whipped up by President Donald Trump.
Now listen to this, man. This is absolutely crazy. You working for the enemy, and the enemy leaves you unprotected against the mob that they raised to attack the leadership of those that are the so-called protect black people. They want to overthrow it because they ain't moving too fast. They want things to go back to where it was. They see you rising up. In their mind, in that white malicious mind, you get in the office. Barack Obama was in office for 8 years. Now you got an old black woman trying to get in office? Well, we losing our country. I'm losing it. Then you got all these Latinos coming up in the country, getting welfare and jobs. What about the poor white boy? they feel like they losing. And you don't think they losing because you so busy trying to get up and thinking that you're going to be benefit in life because you join this place and give up your rights to what you need to do as far as your nation. Man, you up for a rude awakening. Go ahead, read on.
A man who has a record of inspiring racist vigilantes to action.
Go ahead.
One of the most defining videos of that day was of one of their colleagues, another black officer, trying in vain to hold back the tide of rioters who had broken into the building and were hunting for congressional members.
Trying in vain. Please.
I had that video. You want to see it?
Please put that video up if you got it. They was trying in vain to hold back the rioters to come up in that Capitol. Why? They shouldn't have been at the, well, you should have called out that day if you was black officer, for real. I'd have been like, I cannot report the work today. You on your own in this. They hold them back while the white man let them in. While the white man opened the door. While white people stood by and took selfies and helped them down the steps. Man, that's crazy. Go ahead. Not that one. There's one in the front. I think it's the front when they had the thing. That's not the one.
Oh, this is the brother that was running.
That's the brother. I had that. I played that one last week.
That's the video that was.
But there's one in the front where you got black officers at the what's his name before they even came on the ground trying to hold back the crowd. You know what I mean? Hey, that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. We'll give our life for another nation, but when it comes time to step up for ours, we ain't got nothing to do. We ain't got nothing with no parts of that. That's insanity. That's self-hatred. That's self-hatred. That's what it is. And it's been going on amongst us for a long time, man. It needs to stop.
Right.
Go ahead, what we got? We got something? If not, let's finish reading.
Comic Con, sir.
That's all right.
That was a heavily trained group of militia terrorists that attacked us, said the officer who has been with the department.
They was trained. Them militias is trained. They ain't sitting back party. They ain't bound. What you call it? What you call it when they do that? Twerking. They ain't twerking in front of the officers like we protest. You got black women. I don't know if they paid or not. They go out there and twerk their behind in front of the white man like that's supposed to help your cause or something. Ain't nothing gonna show the white man use a bunch of freaks. And let me tell you something else. These white people, man, let me tell you what our people do, man. Oh my gosh. Because we fear the white man, we supply this devil. Remember back in the day, the white man they got armed because of black people said that the police should be more armed. Y'all don't remember that? They said the police should, oh man, I wish I could find it. Boy, General talking about this a while back. They said black leaders said arm the police. Black leaders. They don't you get a beast like this white man and you arm him and you don't prosecute him for all the killings he do. What are you raising? You raising a goddamn animal that thinks he can do what he want, and ain't no consequences.
Right.
That's what you raising. Mm-hmm. Boy, our black leaders are so wicked, man. Well, I can't even explain it to you, boy. It's a whole nother level on that, boy. These Negroes sat in there and said we should give them military grade guns and all that. That's an old article. but they voted to give it to the police. These people that been murdering black people, man, that hate black people, get a KKK. Why? Because they fear them. They fear them. They fear the white man, man. That's why they tell the white man, give him this. Don't prosecute him for this. Pray for pray for this white devil. You gonna pray for the white man after he done shot your place up? You a sick individual, man. Right. Something ain't right with your mind. You don't love your people. You gonna pray for the enemies of your people after this bastard come and shoot your goddamn house, your place where you love up. There's something wrong with your mind. Right. That's what I said. This ain't for the women, man. I understand why they don't read the Old Testament. It's too much. Well, I talked to a woman the other day. She said, "Oh, I don't want to watch the news and all that violence. It's too much." You know what I said? Don't you worry about watching. I'm gonna watch it. I want to take in everything these goddamn dogs is doing, man, to my people. Right. You understand? I want to understand what's going on. You can't have something like that lead you, man. You can't, because they're gonna tell you what they're gonna tell you a deceptive mind that you should be in, because they don't want that other part to be in your mind. It's crazy. This is insane. Go ahead, read some more.
Sir. They had radios. We found them. They had two communicators and earpieces. They had bear spray. And they strategically put 2 IED pipe bombs in 2 different locations.
They had bear spray? To the White Riders. And they put pipe bombs where they disarmed the black police that was supposed to protect the Capitol. Ain't no way in the hell you don't protect them, nothing like that, man. And that's why we tell black people that's in the military to get the hell out that goddamn military, man. Mm-hmm. Right. You ain't got no business trying to protect white people's stuff. It's like the police. It's like you're a black police officer. They ain't got no interest in you whatsoever. They ain't trying to protect you, but you trying to protect them. Something wrong with that type of mindset, man. I'm not protecting a white man while he dogging my people out. Where we going? We dying. We get killed. Y'all know we get killed, right? Please. Jacob Blake, the officers that killed him will not be charged. Or I forgot, will not be charged and not, go ahead.
He didn't kill him. He's paralyzed. He's
paralyzed.
I'm over.
Shot 7 bullets into the brother. He's paralyzed. They ain't gonna be charged. Right. But so many others, that killed brothers. Right. They wasn't charged. Tamir Rice. Mm-hmm. What's the other brother's name? What?
I was gonna say Mahmoud Arbery. They said that his murderers in court, they're at the court and the jury, they cannot refer to Mahmoud Arbery as the victim.
Can you believe that? This is people here, and I gotta explain to you why they're evil. I gotta tell you there's something wrong with these people, man. Mm-hmm. That we should stop joining these people. I gotta tell you that. Because in other words, you won't understand it. Mm-hmm. That we should separate from these people, that we should not be amongst these people, right. That these people hate us, man. Right. Go ahead, what we at?
I got a precept for the conclusion.
Please, let me finish the story, please. I gotta get the next story, then I gotta get the...
Oh, sorry, I said I have a precept. That was pretty much for the meat of the trial. Precept for the...
For what?
For the stories.
Oh yeah, go ahead, break that out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
Astonishment meaning the other nations come over here, they're astonished. They come and see you, the astonishment. Right. They're like, wow. You didn't tell me they've been here since 15, whatever, 11 or whatever, and they ain't got nothing done. And here we are, the Chinese or the Arabs or the East Indians, and we come over here, open the stores, and we get ahead. We at Yale, and we prospering, we making money. All for the people that have been here for so long. They look at you and they're astonished. Now figure that out. Now, if you're another nation, figure out how the Chinese look at you. Chinese don't look at you like you think they look at you. They look at you like, this nigga ain't doing nothing. He ain't got nothing going on. He ain't about nothing. You know what I mean? Jeremiah, y'all used to bring up back in the day something heavy. They see you dying on the street and still sell you that 4 chicken wings and french fries or fried rice. It don't matter to them. Don't mean nothing. But here's the problem. It don't mean nothing to you. That's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem. That needs to change, man. Because the death of your people should mean something to you. Should mean that your death is imminent.
Right.
Because you are part of the people that's dying.
Right.
You ain't separate. Where you separate at? They die at a rapid race. Guess what's gonna happen sooner or later?
Right.
You die. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna say, "Oh, you separate from them. You shouldn't die, but the rest of your people let them die." No, you all niggas to them. You all spits and wetbacks. To them, they don't give a damn.
Right.
Let me tell you something. The white man classified all black people as one people at one time. Because it didn't matter to him.
Right.
He was white and everybody else was in it.
Right.
But mainly you. Because you can have the favor of the Lord on your side. You are the number one enemy. You ain't worried about no damn African. You think you worried about an African or East Indian or the Chinese? You worried about the Mexicans coming on the border. Oh, they come on the border. You worried about you black people. Oh, he worried about you. Because you are the children of Israel. Give me some more.
Khan. A proverb and a byword.
What is a byword? What's a proverb? Come on, y'all. Let's understand the scripture, man. What is it? The Lord said you're going to be a proverb and a byword. Good night. The Lord telling you something heavy you don't even understand right now. You looking at, what the hell is that? What's the Lord saying?
Right.
When the Lord is telling you how you gonna be looked at by the other nations.
Right.
Go ahead. What you was saying?
Oh yeah. It's like I am Judas was the same thing I said. Racial slurs, sir.
Racial slurs. Yes, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna accept that. A byword is something that people just call a name. The name they assign you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like black people take any name the white man assign. I'm African. I'm colored. I'm what? Good as more? Negro. Spick. All kind of names. Puerto Rican, African American. Whatever the white man has assigned them, they accept the name. What is your name, man? Your name is very important. It identifies who you are.
Right.
It shows your character, man.
Right.
You say I'm African American. I don't mean, what the hell does that mean? The two white men decide to have sex and bore you. One named Leo Africanus, another man named Americo Vespucci. Two homosexuals got together and produced you. Is that what you telling me? That's some insane crap you trying to tell me, man. What is your name, man? Yo, you telling me that Port of Riches is your name? that you're so important. That like your name comes from your father.
Right.
We all get our names from our father. Father married a woman, she takes the man's name, and the children take the man's name. That's the way it's supposed to go. Your fathers are the leaders of the household, not no goddamn woman. So what is your name? Well, we didn't search this Bible, we found it was Israel, Yasha'Allah.
Right.
He is a prince of the power.
Right.
Y'all ain't know that before. You know it now. It ain't African American. It ain't Negro. It ain't black. It ain't, what else they call itself? What else we know? I forgot. Well, colored. Colored. What his name is colored? Somebody colored a pencil, that's who you are.
Right.
Just any goddamn thing to give that. Any old byword. Porch. It ain't porch monkey. Listen, look at that nigga sitting on the porch. He's a porch monkey. And then that's a byword for people walking by when they're thinking about you.
Right.
Go ahead, what you gonna say?
Afro-American.
Afro-American. You got an afro and you're American, God damn it, that's your name. Is that your father, Afro-American? Is that your father? What's your father's name, God damn it? Because I know you, for one thing you be for sure, you come from your father. He come from his father. He come from his father. And that's why you get your name from. That's who you can be for sure. Not when somebody call you and then you run by that name and then all of a sudden you assume your identity by that name. That's ridiculous.
Right.
That's ridiculous. Absolutely.
Right.
You come from a man.
Mm-hmm.
You come from the seed of a man.
Right.
Read on.
Khan. Among all nations, but the Lord shall lead thee.
Read that old verse again.
Khan, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Wherever you at, you know there's black people in China, right? Mm-hmm. And the Chinese look down on them, call them names.
Right.
They Chinese, they in China, and the Chinese call them names. Got a name, a sign for them. No matter where you say black people at, they are on the bottom of wherever they are, and the people that's ruling on in that place are calling them names. Now go figure. Now the Lord said this. The Lord said this, and it's happening. You know what I mean? Give me some more. Where we at? Give me the sister. We need to put the sister up there. Man, this got to be a thumbnail right here. Put the thumbnail up on the video. Like this, what happened to this sister was absolutely insane, man. Look at this. Look at these devils right here. Would you please? Now take this deep down. This is what it's all about. White people unite to subdue and overthrow any attempt you make to try to come up out of your captivity. They feel the necessity to come right now to overthrow the capital because the capital takes too long. The amount of time they gonna take, you gonna have so many black mayors and lawyers and judges that in the average white man's heart, you fit to come out of slavery. You ain't gonna be able to work for what? Guess what's happening? If you come out and say, guess what? I do want to be slave. Oh shit, look at that. Let's ride on the Capitol right now. Let's make sure. And here's black people twiddling their thumbs, trying to figure out what's going on. You trying to figure out what's going on, Negro? Your captivity is going on right now. Well, Christ got to come free you out of here, boy, because you ain't gonna never ever do it, come together like you supposed to. Because white people they didn't build your whole society, man. They didn't got you hating each other, man. Mm-hmm. White man did that. White man got you hating your brother.
Right.
You look at your brother with an evil eye because why? He tells you to do it. He didn't put something. He put your woman in place to start a fight between you and your brother. Because why? In her mind, by her doing that, it'll show the white man she's down with her. She's down with him. And keeping you black men subdued. You understand? That's why they cut your balls off and hung you from trees and split you open and did all this in front of your woman. To get her allegiance. Her allegiance, man. You understand? And her independence. She can't be dependent on you. Because you can't protect her. It's a mind game, man. What's going on? What we got here? Please read the article. Look at this sister right here. Now here's a woman that's joined the white man. Now I'm sorry. She might not have what I'm saying as a whole. This is the outcome of it. You understand? Read.
Black woman says group of Trump supporters attacked her following LA rally.
Now here's Martin Luther King said, join, we all post-racial. Remember they said post-racial? Mm-hmm. Racism doesn't exist. All the old Uncle Tom Negroes that said racism doesn't exist. We post-racial. Who fell for that crap? Christian Negroes. I'll tell you that. Christian Negroes. They wanted to believe it because they wanted the lust of America. We ain't post-racial. We ain't never been post-racial. Whole goddamn system of America built off racism. They threw drugs in your neighborhood and locked you up and kept you and implemented racism to destroy your families because they racist.
Right.
I go on and on down the list. I can tell you a whole bunch of stuff white people have done that show their hatred towards you.
Right.
But of course, we turn a blind eye and say we don't want we poor. That's in the past. You know what I mean? And now look at that. You done armed these goddamn militia. You done got these white people thinking that we're gonna never pay for the crimes we commit against black people. Because black people so busy turning the goddamn blind eye. Because black people saying, we forgive you. Let us pray for you. What do you think that's going to do to a beast? Here I am, a man that want to do all kind of terror to you. And you praying for me? Too crazy. You said there's something wrong with you. You thought there was something wrong with Dylan Ruth. Wasn't nothing wrong with Dylan Ruth. He loved his people. He loved his people so much, he went to that church and killed them black people. You thought there was something wrong with the people that there's something wrong. You the one that got something wrong with. You are the problem. That's what's going on. Go ahead, read some more, please.
I got another picture too, sir.
Oh, please put the picture up. Y'all see this picture? Get this picture down good. That white man gripping that sister up. She ain't got nowhere to go. Listen, I read the article. The sister said that they surrounded her and she felt powerless. She said I think she had extensions in her hair. And she said one of the white women pulled the extensions out of that damn hair. You read some of the article for me. Did you get it? Read a little bit for me.
Sir.
Skip down to the meat of it. I want these black women to think that they get that white woman's hair, they're gonna be loved by white women to understand. This white woman pulled the hair out this sister's head. Boy, I want to find that. Huh? What is that? Look at that. She by herself walking home from work or something, and here's this militia out there, and they just go on the attack. They see a black face, and they're like, this is it. Let's get it on. Let's show our hatred for this people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead. I mean, you got it?
A black woman in California said a group of nearly 40 pro-Trump demonstrators attacked her and called her the N-word following a rally in downtown Los Angeles.
Get down there. This is LA. Get down to the part where they talk about they attacked her hair and all that. I want to get that.
Khan.
She felt like she was unsafe. She said when they started oh man, I can't think of it. Let's skip down a little bit.
Khan.
I'm gonna tell you something, black woman. You bleed a goddamn lot of white man, and they got all the commercials you could ever imagine with the interracial couples on right now. I just saw one with the black. Now I'm used to seeing the one with the white. I did one with the black woman in the bed with the white man called matches. Someone selling some matches. She in the goddamn bed with the goddamn white man. And then they saw one with the brother in the bed with the white woman. They pushing all this stuff, this evil to you, man. They pushing all the evil they can to lure you into the trap. They believe that white people are okay. And then when you get in that trap, just like any hunter, that's when they go for the kill. That's when they go for the kill, man. You got it?
Khan.
Read a little bit.
Khan. Where extensions that could answer?
Yeah, I mean, just down a little further.
Khan. Berlinda said others shoved her and she was called a racial slur. And it said, Slaki, they kept heckling her for nothing. And they told her to put on her mask.
They told her to put her, she told him or they told her? She told them to put on a mask. Meaning all these devils over there heckling her didn't have masks on.
She told them to put on the mask.
Yeah, she told them. Wear your mask at. You know, we got the COVID thing going on. You got a bunch of white people in your face with no mask. Read on.
Khan. As soon as she told them to put on the mask, they swarmed her and circled her and started pushing her around and trying to intimidate her. She said one woman snatched her extensions out and began assaulting her.
One woman snatched her extensions out of her head. Get that! You want to be what? You want to be? Get that out your head. You ain't white. Snatch them out of her head. Whew. Go ahead. Any more?
Berlinda tried to defend herself, and several men started hitting her with metal poles.
This is insane, boy. This is one your preacher told you, post-racial. Join them. They set you up, man. You ain't supposed to join. Ain't nowhere in the Bible say join no white people. Nowhere in the goddamn Bible say join white people. Stay the hell away from these goddamn devils. Stay the hell away from these people. The Lord ain't had them locked them in caves for nothing. They murderers. He released the murder on this earth because we went off. Right. We went off, and the Lord allowed the evil to run free on the earth. You will join them, man, and run and take up their philosophy. You insane. Give me some more. Anything else?
That was it, sir. I got the precept, sir.
Give me the precept.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thy enemy.
The Lord said to never. The Lord called the white man your enemy. You ain't supposed to never trust your enemy. Go ahead.
For like as iron rusteth.
And iron, you know how iron rusts, right? It looked good in the beginning. But soon, that iron starts to get that rust. You can't get that rust off that iron. It shine in the beginning, but it rusts. That's the white man. He tell you a good goddamn story, but then his true colors come.
Right.
You understand? That's what he did to Native Americans. We supposed to learn from that, man, and never trust these people. Read on.
Come. So is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness. His wickedness ain't going to show in the beginning, but it'll show. It'll eventually come out. And this man is a goddamn wicked bastard, man.
Right.
This man is not who you're supposed to be around. Now, your preachers tell you to be around them. That's because they wicked bastards too, man. They want what the wicked got. They see the wicked prospering on the earth. And they want some of that prosperity. Don't they tell you about prosperity? You're going to prosper. They prosperity pimps in the pulpit. Because the wicked got the earth right. The Lord said the earth was given to the wicked. The wicked look rich, don't they?
Right.
And they're telling you to join because why? They want to get rich like the wicked. Like that, we went to Balak and Baalim last week, right?
Right.
Baalim wanted to get that money that Balak had. Regardless of what the Lord said. He went on his own interest. That's your preachers, man.
Right.
That's them right there, man. I can't. This is so evident. It's right there in your face.
Right.
Ain't none of them coming out here doing anything about what's going on right now. They are hiding right now.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't teaching you nothing about. Look, Al Sharpton, I ain't seen Al Sharpton. That Negro he had a big voice when the white man looked like he was when everything was calm. Now that the riot rose up, that Negro went high. You got to dig. This is what y'all Negroes do. Dig that Negro up and put him in front of the goddamn militia. That Negro will fight the hell out your ass. He'll fight the hell out your ass because that's not what he intended. He intended to get some money off you and look good to the white man. Oh, man. Oh, where we at?
Khan. I have the images on the
Let's go to Joshua. Oh, yeah, please. Let's go to Joshua 14. Joshua 14 chapter. That's where we at. So we're gonna go past the stories, knock out a little bit of Joshua. Man, let me tell you something. Caleb gonna show up right. And this is what every black and Hispanic man better take down deep, man. What this brother said and did and what he was about. Joshua was a heavy guy. I tell y'all, Joshua was a heavy cat, man. Not only Joshua and Caleb went out to spy, sent by Moses, and brought back the report. Y'all know about that, right?
Okay.
They brought back the report of we can do it.
Right.
The Lord said we can do it. The land, listen. The Lord said the land was filled with plenty, right?
Right.
Land and milk and honey. They brought back fruit that they could barely, two of them could barely carry. And brought back the report of the evil that these people was in. Meaning, okay, what am I saying? Oh, goddamn. Oh. They brought back plenteous. You understand that? They brought back the fruit that two men had. Y'all know about that, right? The Bible. They carried it on their shoulders. But then they said, there's giants in the land. We can't do it. And turn the people's heart away from the Lord. When that's everything. Because of fear. Because of fear, you turn your heart away from the Lord and doing the things of the Lord, the things of the Lord promised our nation. Lord promised us the kingdom of heaven.
All right.
The way he said, the land of gold. Hold on, let's say, what's it? The land of gold, streets of gold. So right. Streets of gold. Back in the day, he told them land of milk and honey. Now he said streets of gold, man. Laid out. Laid out. That's for you. That's your inheritance. Huh? What did he tell Joshua now? The land of milk and honey. And they went up in there and they saw that. And all of them came back and said, listen, man, we ain't gonna be able to go up in this land. When the Lord said that he was going to drive out these enemies. He told Moses that. Let's go into it.
Okay.
All right.
This is the book of Joshua, 14 and verse 1.
What?
And these are the countries which the children of Israel inherited in the land of Canaan.
in the land of Canaan. Why they call it the land of Canaan? Remember, let's go back. These are the descendants of Canaan. Who was Canaan? One of the sons of Ham. Remember, it said, "Cursed be Canaan." When the Lord spoke that curse on Noah, because the Lord knew. A lot of people say, "Why you couldn't be Canaan? Why it couldn't be Ham?" People just don't understand the Bible, man. Canaan was going to be the one occupying our land. Not all Hamites was occupying our land. Canaan. And the Lord pronounced that curse on Noah's son Canaan. Go ahead, read on. Let's get some more.
Okay. Which Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel distributed for inheritance to them.
Stop. Let's go a little bit further. Let's go a little bit into it. Before this, we was conquering the land. We came in, we conquered the land. Now we into distributing the land. Remember, Gad, Reuben, and Manasseh got their inheritance from Moses on the east side of the Jordan.
Right.
Before we went to the land. And it's mentioned several times throughout the Bible. Now, here's the distribution of the land. Yeah, please put it up. No, put it up with the tribes.
Oh, with the tribes.
Yeah, I need the tribes on there.
Oh, come on.
Here's the distribution of the land on the west side. The west side. You understand? Read on.
Okay.
Now read that again.
Okay. And these are the countries which the children of Israel inherited in the land of Canaan.
Go ahead.
Which Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel.
Now here's how it was done. You got the priest, Eleazar. You got Joshua, the head of the nation. And then you got the heads of the tribes. So now, we done defeated these people, and now it's time to, dish out the land to the different tribes. Read on.
Distributed for inheritance to them.
You got the map?
Oh, you want the map, Nelson?
Please put the map on the different tribes. Go ahead.
Verse 2. By lot was their inheritance.
Stop. What does that mean? Go ahead.
They rolled dice or used Thumayim and Urim.
Yeah, that's correct. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. To determine what areas would be their inheritance. Remember, the different tribes got different allotments or inheritance according to the size of their tribes. Now, the Lord was in this because why? The Lord decided where your inheritance would stop, how big, what would be the circumference of your inheritance. They rolled dice. Right. You understand? And that the scriptures say the priest would keep the dice on them.
Right.
That's part of their garment. They had that dice. The side decision. The Lord, what does the scripture say? The Lord said he was in them when they cast lots. I mean, he would cast lots. Don't worry about it. Don't bother yourself. We can't find everything right now, but we'll go into it a little bit. All right, read on.
Okay. By lot was their inheritance, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses, for the 9 tribes and for the half tribe.
Go ahead. So read it again.
Okay. By lot was their inheritance, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses.
Go ahead.
For the 9 tribes and for the half tribe.
9 and a half 2.5, 9.5, make what? 12, right? 9.5. The others, we don't.
Okay. Verse 3. For Moses had given the inheritance of 2 tribes and half tribe on the other side Jordan.
He mentioned it again. Most High in Christ. I think it's one. Not that one. Give me another one. Where it says, where it says Simeon in Judah.
Simeon's there. Sorry.
No, I need another map where it says Simeon in Judah. You understand? We're going to get to that soon. But we don't.
Oh God. But unto the Levites he gave none inheritance among them.
Stop. Why did he not give an inheritance to the Levites? Well,
Because the Levites had the priesthood.
okay, put Levi. Could you put Levi up there? What does it mean to have the priesthood?
They would do the work of the Lord.
They would do the work of the Lord. Absolutely right. Let me tell you something. The tribe of Levi, who are, the name Levi means lawyer, joined to me, meaning they would go, that's it right there. Joined to me, Levi. Who are they today? The Haitians. So-called people in Haiti are the tribe of Levi. You understand? They are not, they are Israelites. The standard is the dice.
Right.
See that right there, right? Stone is the car bumper. What else he said? Inheritance, the sacrifices of the Most High Power of Israel made by fire. Not only that, they would get the inheritance of tithes,
Right.
your offerings, your priest fund.
Right.
They would go to the Levites. Why? Because they didn't have the inheritance. Now picture this. You was allotted land. The different tribes was given land. And in that land, you were, hey, salam. You, in the land, you could raise crops, you could do this and that. And then the Lord had an awesome way to keep your head dealing with him or doing the things that the Lord required. Why? Because you would have priests. You would have priests that you could go and see to make sure you was on the straight doing what's right. Hold Matthew 5 and 18 for me real quick, all right?
Come.
The priests were the ones that keep your mind, that keep you, did the sacrifices, that keep you joined to the Lord. You don't hear me about that. Imagine you had land and all that, you had no priests. You had no sacrifice, you sacrificed nothing. What would happen? What would happen if you never went and made your sacrifice to the priest? God said, you don't know what happened? See if anybody online can determine that. Go ahead.
Oh, so you die.
I want what?
It's like you be punished, sir.
No, if you didn't have there was no priest.
Oh, so say it again, sir. Say it again, sir.
Imagine you had no priest, you made no sacrifices. What would happen? Anybody online want to answer?
Yeah, brother, I am just said they will be out of work.
You got give that brother a hand. That brother understands something deep that is not understood in this earth. The priest kept you in order with the Lord. If you didn't have no priest, then what would happen? You would not know how to go return to do the things of the Lord. It's a hard thing to understand right now. That's why Negroes and this tithes business, they always talk about tithes. These Negroes are wicked. Why? Why do I say that Negroes will say we shouldn't pay tithes to wicked? Why are they wicked? Think about that. If you had no priest, you wouldn't return to the Lord. If you paid no tithes, you would not do the things that the Lord required. You'd be in the world. And that's what wicked Negroes want. Because they don't want to stop their wickedness. They don't want to pay tithes because why? Then you would have priests. Then you have men to say, stop doing that wickedness. Return to the Lord. That ain't right how you deal with that hoe or what you done. You shouldn't eat that pork. But we don't pay no tithes. Nobody. If I can fight against paying tithes, guess what? Ain't nobody raised up. That's why it's evil, man. I'll tell you all the time. A man of God should not be working. He should not be working on slavery. We do it because we're in the world. You know what I mean? Our people waking up. But really, you need somebody to deal with the evil of this nation, man. The problems that our people are going through. Who going to deal with that? Nobody to deal with that. You totally rely on a white man to solve your problems as a nation of people. You're a nut. You're an idiot. It's not going to happen. You see them coming against us, right? See the militia? See the police shooting people out in the streets? You see the churches sitting up there with all the money, won't give you a goddamn dime? And you think they're going to help you on your problems? You need to wake up, man. Tithes is real heavy because it helps the men that are ordained to help their nation do just that. If they don't have tithes, you're telling them, I don't need no help. Which is destroying your people, man. It's heavy. They gonna tell you, because you know why Negroes tell you shouldn't pay tithes? Because they've been paying tithes to an evil man for so long. So they really figured out that they was paying it to the wrong person. Now they think you shouldn't pay tithes. When it's in the Bible to pay tithes. Right. That's in the scriptures. But it ain't. It's for your people. It's to raise you up. It's to stop you from your evil. Right. It's to help kill you. Right. It's to have you in storage. Right. When things go right, you got food. You got help. You got help. Don't pay no tithes. You ain't got no help. Ain't no men to teach you nothing. Because why? They all working, trying to survive, trying to get, make a living in this place. It's evil, man. I'm telling you, that's evil, man. That's evil as hell. Right. There's some sincere brothers out here, man. We find them sincere brothers, bring them in here, man. Raise them up, and they deserve your goddamn time. You should be paying 10% and a priest fund. You should be paying. Should be looking at you got how many blacks and Hispanics need help, man? And you give them nothing to help them? You give them nothing. No supplies on that. With your ass sitting in the H&R block every tax season, trying to figure out the white man's what you gonna give to him. You're sitting in the goddamn H&R block with your taxes to the white man to help his society. Go ahead, read some, give me some more.
Verse 3. For Moses had given the inheritance of 2 tribes and a half on the other side Jordan. Uh-huh. But unto the Levites he gave none inheritance among them.
Where?
Verse 4. For the children of Joseph.
He gave the Levites no inheritance. The Levites' inheritance was the tithe, the sacrifices. The sacrifice went to the Levites. Your tithes and offerings. So that they wouldn't have to do the things you do. They don't have to go out and work the fields like you. You work the fields and bring your tithes in. Levites didn't do that. They was separate to the Lord. So they did the office of the Lord to make you, to keep you right. Give me Matthew 5:19 real quick.
This is the book of Matthew.
Hold that for me. Where you at?
Come. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 18.
Where?
Well, verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass.
No, where's the one where it says you are the salt of the earth? Salt of the earth. And I want to pull the salt of the earth because the Levites were to be salted. They were the ones that was the nucleus of our nation.
Right.
And by that, we all got salted because we all remember the Lord. We all remember the laws. But now, ain't no salt here. Except the UPK.
Right.
The UPK go out there and teach the things, the priests. We do the priesthood of the Lord. Tithes should be coming in here, man.
Right.
Once we feed, help, and counsel black people and do the work of the Lord.
Right.
Read it for me.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 13.
From 13, okay.
Come. Ye are the salt of the earth.
Hear what the king said. Our king, Yahweh Shai, who you call Jesus Christ. He said, you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, are the salt of the earth. Read on.
Come. But if the salt have lost its savor.
He said, if you got some salt, imagine you got some salt, right? And it don't salt your food. Here you got salt. Salt got a purpose. It make your food taste good. I had some goddamn noodles. And you know, you got the packet.
Right.
And that packet go there, I try not to use the whole, I use half the packet. Only occasionally when I want the noodles, because the goddamn noodles is quick and easy. But if you don't put that packet of noodles, them things taste terrible. That pack make them noodles taste the bomb. Try that noodles without that pack. You see what I'm talking about. Put that goddamn packet of noodles, them ramen noodles, them oodles of noodles, y'all know what I'm talking about. Put them in there. You're like, man, this is what I want. This is what I need. Yeah, because there's salt in there.
Right.
And Christ said, ye are the salt of the earth.
Right.
You make things taste good, man. You do. Why? Because, you obey the Lord.
Right.
Obey the Lord. When you obey the Lord, people your woman start to, get healed. Your brother start getting healed. Everything around you start to, get the healing, the thing that they need. Read on.
Come. Which shall be salt.
The salt has lost its savor.
Come. If the salt have lost its savor.
What happened if you ain't got that salt no more? Imagine you make things taste good. Imagine I took that ramen noodles and I opened the pack up and put it in the noodles and they had no salt in it. They had no flavor in it. What the noodles taste? Nasty. I don't want to eat them now. Because they're nasty, right? If the salt has lost its savor, that's you. The Lord talking about you. You are the salt of the earth, but imagine you don't make the things taste good no more. You out here rapping about evil. You out here doing evil, participating in evil. You lost your savor.
Come. Wherewith shall it be salted?
Where is it? How are you going to get salted again? Where are you? Can you tell me? You lost your savor. You lost that thing that made you good. Where are you going to get salted? That was the tribe of Levi. That you would go, and you did something wrong, you had the sacrifices, you would pay your tithes, and guess what? You became salt again. You were salted. You became salted again. You paid this one sacrifice that said you eat with your brother. You eat it with your, what is it called? You eat it with your brother, and you and your brother you got an alt with. Y'all both share in the meal so you can be brothers. Ain't that something?
Right.
You understand? But now you ain't got that. So how are you gonna get salted?
Right.
Why are you gonna get salted? You're not. Without the priest, you're not gonna get salted. Guess what's gonna happen? Read.
Khan. It is thenceforth good for nothing.
You're good for nothing. You hear what the Lord said? You go for good. Read.
Khan. But to be cast out and to be trodden underfoot of men.
To be thrown out of your land and stomped on by men. Byword. Remember the byword we talked about earlier?
Right.
That's you. You cast out, and now men, the nations that hate you are trying over you and thinking nothing of you. This is the one that God, this is the people of God right here. They can't do nothing.
Right.
I'm sitting above them calling the shots. The Lord said, you are to be cast out and trodden over the foot of the men because you got no salt. Go back to what we were talking about.
All right, Father. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 14 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
For the children of Joseph were 2 tribes.
Y'all know about Joseph, right? Y'all know Joseph bore Ephraim and Manasseh in Egypt. Y'all know about that?
Right.
In Egypt, that's how Ephraim and Manasseh was born. And when you read the story, when Jacob went to go bless the 2 sons of Joseph, he did his hands like that. Meaning the one that came out first was Manasseh. But he was blessed. He put his hand over Ephraim and then Manasseh. And then Joseph was like, no. That's the wrong order. What did Joseph say? No, I know what I'm doing. He thought Jacob was an old man and didn't understand what he was doing because he got it wrong. Here's Manasseh, here's Ephraim. Why is he putting his hand on Ephraim first and then Manasseh? But Jacob knew that the elder was going, the younger was going to be first. And Ephraim, who are now today, who they call the Puerto Ricans, there you go, who was the same tribe that Joshua comes from. And now you got to put Manasseh, the tribe or the Cubans,
Right.
Manasseh, right. Made to forget. Okay, you got the standard, the bull. The gur is the stone. Captivity, Cuba. Inheritance, the northern kingdom with great portions east of the Sea of Galilee. Now, let's get to it. Ephraim, Manasseh, y'all know what Joseph went through, right? Joseph went through all kind of things before he rose up as viceroy in Egypt to save our people, man. You understand? Y'all read the story of Joseph, of course. Go ahead.
Come, no, you too much.
You good?
Okay.
Where we at? Go ahead.
Okay. Manasseh and Ephraim. Therefore, they gave no part unto the Levites in the land.
So the Levites did not have a portion of the land. The Levites had cities in every part of every tribe. Go ahead, read on.
Save cities to dwell in.
See, they had cities, of course. They had cities where they kept their livestock or whatever. They didn't have a tribal portion given to them. They didn't have that. Go ahead.
With their suburbs for their cattle and for their substance.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. As the Lord commanded Moses, so the children of Israel did.
So that we obeyed what was commanded Moses.
And they divided the land. Verse 6.
Well, here we are. Let's stop right here. Man, get in position for this. This is my man coming up here.
Right.
I ain't heard from him in a minute. You finna come up here and lay some heavy stuff down. You about to find out who you dealing with now. This ain't no young, this is a cat that a young man can learn from. Young man, you trying to figure out how you follow and obey the Lord? Here we go, right here. Read it.
Okay. Then the children of Judah came unto Joshua in Gilgal.
Put Judah up there. Oh, you got Judah. Yahweh died. Who are the tribe of, who are the real Jews? You black men. Black man in North, and the bulk of us in North America are the tribe of Judah. Didn't know who you were, didn't know your identity until the night. A lot of you. Some of you knew. You understand? Good. Good. Don't be that that thing that holds it in, that the Lord got to take it away from you, but spread it. Tell the black man the tribe of Judah. That's who you are. Read.
Okay.
And let me tell you something else. The tribe of Judah, which we're going to read, get the big portion of the land because of the number of the people in the tribe. You understand? That are also by the tribe of Judah. When it was time for war, Judah and Issachar, let me tell you something, the so-called Mexicans,
Right.
and the Judites, boy, we got it in.
Right.
It's time for war. The Lord, you was the one that went in first. Issachar, it's heavy because, like, when it's time for warfare in the ring, Judah and Ephraim, Judah and Issachar,
Right.
are the ones the ones that got them, the boxers, the ones that, you know what I mean, love that warfare.
Right.
That's heavy because the scripture is telling you right here. Read on.
Right.
I mean, that's it. Leviticus, I think it's second chapter or something like that. Tells you about how we was, arrayed in the wilderness and so forth. We'll go back to that. So. Go ahead, read on.
And Caleb.
No, was the second chapter. Go ahead.
And Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, said unto him, Thou knowest the things that the Lord said unto Moses, the man of God, concerning me and thee in Kadesh Barnea. Verse 7. 40 years old was I when Moses, the servant of the Lord, sent me from Kadesh Barnea to espy out the land.
Stop. That's heavy. What does Caleb say? Caleb was a Judite. Joshua was an Ephraimite, Salaki. When Moses sent the 12 out to go spy out the land, he sent a man out of every tribe. Y'all know that, right?
Right.
Okay. You got Ephraim, who was Joshua, and you got Judah, who was Caleb. It came back with the report of the land being go ahead, let's take care of it. Of the plaza report to our people. But the majority said what? Pass on. The majority of the people said what? What did they say? Go ahead.
We can't go into it.
Why?
The nations are too great and too mighty.
Give me Numbers 13. 13 chapter.
Okay. There's the book of Numbers.
this is show you how you look at things in life. Some people say, "Oh, we can't do the white man." They'll say the white man is great, and because of fear, they won't. Because we ain't supposed to do it anyway, but they won't unite with their people because of the great white people are still fearing black people. It shouldn't be that way. Should nothing stop you from uniting from your brother, man. If it is, if something that stops you, it's Satan. Satan working against you. Read the scripture for me.
About this book of Numbers. So 13, I'm going to start at verse 26, sir.
Go ahead.
In verse 26. And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel.
Here's the congregation of the children of Israel. Who came to them? The spies. The 12 that Moses sent out. Read on.
Unto the wilderness of Paran, to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them, and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land.
They showed them the fruit. I mean, they brought back fruit of the land. They should have told everybody the Lord was right. This place is the place of milk and honey and fruitful, and we need to go and take this land. But guess what happened? Let's read on.
Verse 27. And they told him and said, we came unto the land whither thou sentest us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey. And there
surely it flows with milk and honey. Just like the Lord said. Read.
And this is the fruit of it.
And here's the fruit. So big, 2 people had to carry. Read on.
Verse 28. Nevertheless,
where?
The people be strong that dwell in the land.
People that dwell in this land. What is it? Read on.
And the cities are walled and very great.
And the cities are walled and very great. Read on.
And moreover, we saw the children of Anak there.
We saw the children of Anak there. Remember that word, Anak? In the land. Read on.
Verse 29. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, and the Hittites, and the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the mountains.
You see, wait a minute. Ain't that the people that the Lord said they get to kick out? He's going to drive out. I get that scripture for you. We said you're going to drive out the Hittites, the Perizzites, the different land people. He's naming the people exactly that the Lord said we were going to drive out, and causing fear amongst our people against what the Lord said, and causing the word to go out against what Yahweh said to our people. We don't.
Oh,
what verse you at?
I'm on verse 29, sir.
Read on.
And the Canaanites dwell by the sea.
And the Canaanites dwell by the sea. Read on.
And by the coast of Jordan. Verse 30. And Caleb stilled the people before Moses.
Hold up. Caleb went like this. Quiet. I got something I want to say. Because after they read that report, he was like, oh my God. There's people going out there, all that. We go get these, you know what I mean? Caleb said, oh. Check out what Caleb said. Read on.
And said, let us go up at once.
Let us go do this. Let's go up at once. Read.
And possess it.
And possess this land. This is what Caleb said. Read.
For we are well able to overcome it.
There's nothing stopping us from. We dead. We can do this. We able to do this. We able to do this. Now, what was driving Caleb? What was driving Caleb? Caleb said, let's go do this, man. Look at oh man. Caleb said, let's go up into the land. We able to do this, right? What was the difference between Caleb and the other people? I know 10. To 12 people up there, all of them brought back a report of the land being good, but then they said the land eateth up the people. I think in one report. One brother got so goddamn vulgar, he said the land is goddamn one to just, if you don't, I'm going off my day. Go ahead, read on. Let's see.
Go ahead.
Verse
31. But the men that went up with them said, we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we.
You see that? Oh boy, oh boy. We can't do it. The people are strong. They got walls. Stronger than us. What did the Lord say?
Verse 32.
No, I don't want you to read 32 yet. I want somebody to answer me what the Lord said. Y'all remember what the Lord said to Moses? Y'all remember?
About what?
I raise your hand, brother.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Go ahead. About the people of the land that we're supposed to go up and conquer. Give me the Perizzites, the Hittites, the Amorites, and I forgot what scripture that said. That's let me find it. The Lord said He's going to drive out. He's going to drive out them. You saying we can't do it? What is you saying? What are you saying? You are rebellion. You're in complete rebellion. You don't believe. The people said this. Said let's go back to Egypt. You know that, right? Lord trying to bring you into a land, and your leaders, the same leaders right now that's hiding underneath the white man, told you to join him. Told you to go back to Egypt, and caused us to wander into the wilderness for goddamn 40 years. Is ridiculous. Because the Lord was so goddamn pissed off at us, He killed the ones that's 20 and over. I want to say those that are 20 and up died in the goddamn wilderness. And the Lord said, "Your sons and your daughters are going to bring up in the land."
Right.
That's heavy. Because you dying right goddamn here because you're unbelief.
Right.
You are not coming to the goddamn truth to do what the Lord told you.
Right.
You just like the goddamn murmurers in the wilderness, man. Murmured about General Yohanan. Oh, he said go get the shot. You know what they did when they found out? After they gave them that report, they started murmuring against the leaders, man. That's what happened. They started talking about them, raising up all kind of accusations against them. Why? Because they were scared. They were scared. Standing in front of the goddamn in the land because of fear.
Right.
Then I'll tell you what else happened. I'll give it time's sake. A couple of them realized they can't go back to Egypt. They can't stay in the wilderness. Then they decided to go into the land. But Moses said, don't go into the land because the Lord ain't going to be with you. And they died. Now figure that out. Go figure that out when you're trying to add 2 and 2 in your head. They died. It wasn't because they decided to now obey the Lord. No, that wasn't it. They didn't want, their heart was not on obeying the Lord. But why did they say let's go on the land now? Y'all ain't read that part? I gotta read that part. Come on, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Why did they say let's go into the land now after the Lord later on? Because why? They knew they couldn't go into Egypt, right, or they couldn't the desert. They go and stay in the land desert. Right. I said, let's go. We might as well go on the land.
Right.
Oh man, we're going to that. We're going to that in a little bit. Let me finish this up, man. Go ahead.
I have what you asked for.
What's on?
Exodus 33 and 2.
What does it say?
It's Exodus chapter 33, verse 2. And I was an angel before thee, and I will drive out the Canaanite, the Amorite, the Hittite, the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite, and into a land flowing with milk and honey, for I will not go up in the midst of thee, for thou art a stiff-necked people, lest I consume thee in the way.
Lord ain't no joke, boy. Lord got right now, he promised you a land, streets of gold. He promised you peace and what do you call it? Everything that you could ever desire, you can want. Well, here's the same land. Same land. Now people say, you know what? I want to stay here. I want to stay in America. I want to be an African American. I don't want to obey the Lord. Same people. And you see them dying. They dying left and right. They dying left and right, you damn sure. It's like the Lord killed them in the wilderness for disobedience. Yo, don't be one of them people, man.
Right.
I'd rather fight than goddamn die. I'd rather at least show some honor than die without fighting. I'm gonna die because I'm coming against my own brother because I'm scared to come against I'm scared to obey the Lord. I'm scared of my slave master that goddamn much. When the Lord said He's gonna wipe the white man out any goddamn way. He said He's gonna wipe the white man out. It's a matter of time. White man gonna be a figment of your imagination real soon. But yet your fear, boy, that is a mother. Your fear stops you from raising your people up. It stops you from a whole lot. The fear of us stopped us from going into the land. Look at that land. You know how we got the land, boy? We love. Boy, that land was outstanding. Lord ain't lie. Go ahead, read on. This is recorded just so you would know the people that did this in the past. Those are the same people back in this earth right now. They're the same people back in this earth right now. Read on. That's it on that? Okay, what verse are you on? What?
32, sir. Numbers 13, 32.
Read on.
This is book of Numbers, the 13 and verse 32. And they brought up an evil report of the land.
You see that? An evil report. Why did they do that? To convince you not to go into the land. You report how something evil in your mind. And now the men is trying to get you to go into the land, they look evil. That's what they do. You command Junior High to look evil because why? The people bring an evil report about the things he's telling you not to be afraid of. They bring an evil report. Now he look evil. He look evil in their minds. Because why? They fear. We don't.
Okay. Which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof.
Yeah, do you hear that? The land we go to search is the land that eateth. What are they trying to say? What are they saying? Tell me what they're saying. The land we went to go search is, remember, they say they giving an evil report to the people to turn the people's heart in the way they want to go. That's just like that backbite. Same thing. I'll tell you one thing, that gossip will do that. You get somebody and you don't like somebody, you go and give an evil report to somebody to turn their heart against that person you don't like. Hey, you see it, you gossiping somebody else, and now that person may not even know you, may not even have no dealing with you, but because they hear that evil report, it turns their heart against you, or make them look at you in a different way. That's what it did. Read on.
Okay. And all the people that we saw in it are men of a great stature.
And all the people, man, they really laying it on thick now. They laying it on. They big men. The land gonna mess, eat you up. Whew, I wouldn't mess with that place. That's what it said, right? Read on.
Okay. Verse 33. And there we saw the giants, the son of Anak,
And that, read on.
which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers.
What does that mean? Come on, y'all. Come on. I'm gonna talk like this. I'm tired. That's what one of the young men said. Go ahead.
The men of Anak were very tall.
You want it, but you ain't giving it to me. You want to take a shot back? Go ahead.
We were in our
That's a
own,
lie.
we were in our own lane.
No, that's not what it's talking about right there. Go ahead and give it to him.
I was gonna say, sir, when it says they're like grasshoppers and the men of the neck are very tall men, they're of high stature.
They tower above us, and we little.
Right.
How we gonna be able to do this? We little teeny grasshoppers, and they of high stature. We go over there, they gonna crush us. In other words, they giving you the spirit of fear.
Right.
They're telling you you can't do something when the Lord told you you can do it.
Right.
You read the scripture where it said the Lord said he'll drive them out.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure if I'm not mistaken, sir, with Joshua, the 7th to the 12th chapter, we were vaguely outnumbered each time. But we had
Joshua, which one?
I'm about to say when you went over Joshua, I think
Are you talking about the
7th or
Jericho?
8th chapter. Your comment where we were vaguely outnumbered most of the time, but the heathen outnumbered us.
Right.
The Lord was with us.
You said, you damn right. The heathens knew. I mean, right now, the presence of the Lord was felt amongst all the damn heathens, man. They knew that was our land, and they was to get the hell up out of there. They shouldn't have got up out of our land.
Right.
The right spirit would have been, listen, this is their land. We've been in it for this much time. Let us roll. Go back to our land. But you know what? They lived good in your land. They loved your land. They didn't want to leave your land. They wanted to fight to stay in that land. It was never their land. So now, here it is. You get the report saying, let's go to 14:1.
Okay. This is the book of Numbers, 14 and verse 1. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried.
And cried. All the Israelites crying right now. Say what?
And the people wept that night.
Uh-huh.
Verse 2. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses.
They did what?
Murmured against Moses.
They murmured against Moses. Why? Because now that fear was in them. They cried because now that fear is set in. Now, when that fear sets in, your leaders look like liars. The ones that really tell you the truth, the ones telling you what the Lord said, they look like they are not, they're liars. They look like enemies. Because why? You believe the counsel of men that are around you, but not the counsel of the Lord. The men of God believe the counsel of the Lord. And they tell you what the Lord said. Well, you see what happened afterwards, right? We wandered in that wilderness, and they got tired of wandering in that wilderness and said, listen, maybe we should go into the land. They decided that maybe we should. We can't go back to Egypt. and we're in the wilderness. Maybe we should go in the land. And Moses told him, don't you go in that land because the Lord going to be against you. Because you had the opportunity to do it and you didn't do it. We're going to that. Go ahead, read on.
Kaukan. And against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them.
And the whole congregation said what?
Would God that we had died in the land of Egypt.
Oh my God. So why did they say that? Because that's exactly, we land in Egypt and read on.
Or would God we had died in this wilderness.
That's what's going to happen. Lord said, the thing you said, it's further down, but time say, y'all got to read the story. The Lord said, the thing you have said, let it be done. Spoken of your own mouth. You want to die in this wilderness, and I'm going to take your children. Since you want to protect. Hold on, get the part where read on some more.
Okay. Verse 3. And wherefore hath the Lord brought us unto this land, to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prey.
You see that? What was the cause? What were they saying? They were more concerned about their wives and children than the Lord, right? Well, I'll be damned. Ain't that what they do on the holidays? It's for the children. It's for the woman. The Lord said, your wife, they said, when we go in this land, our wives and our children will be for prey. They thought about their wives and children. That's heavy, man. That's heavy. That's exactly what's going on today. Right. That's exactly what's going on. That's why you in the condition we in that day.
Right.
Go ahead, guys.
So you got to break down 22 to 24. So.
Oh, please. I'm going to run over time. This is so much meat in this story right here, man. It's insane. I haven't even gotten to well, I have to finish the story next week because I've got to get to what Caleb said to Joshua. But that's a warrior right there, boy. That's a warrior to the heart. Go ahead. Read what you want to read.
Numbers chapter 14 and verse 22. Because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles, which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice, surely they shall not see the land which I swear unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoke me see it.
See that? The Lord said, man, I'm just done with these people, man. Mm-hmm. They're just going to die right here in this wilderness. They're going to the land. Because they keep going. Can you imagine? Like, I get a headache, man, for a woman. She keep going back. I can't even tell you.
Right.
At a certain point, you get fed up with the guy.
Right.
He said, just go ahead and do what the hell you're going to do, man. Because I keep trying to convince you, man, it's not going to be that way.
Right.
But you keep wanting to do what the hell you want to do.
Right.
So just go do what you want to do.
Right.
Then you come back and see. And that's what they did. I'm trying to tell you, after they realized they couldn't go back to Egypt, they wanted to go, let's go in the land. But their hearts, it wasn't because they wanted to go into the land or obey what the Lord said. Right. It's because they realized there was nothing else to do. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 24. But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him.
Because he had what?
Another spirit with him.
What does that mean? Caleb wasn't like them.
Right.
Y'all think the multitude is right? You want to follow a multitude of people. You want to be in the same spirit that they have. And the multitude will lead you down into destruction. Caleb had another spirit. You see who? Listen. Right in the book of Numbers, Caleb and Joshua are the oldest two because they're the ones that did not die in the wilderness.
Right.
Everybody else, their own children was raised up in the wilderness.
Right.
The Lord preserved them to give them the inheritance that he promised them.
Right.
I ain't even going to that. This is a heavy book right here, boy.
Right.
I have to break this down in little teeny bits.
Right.
Go ahead, read on.
And have followed me fully, him will I bring into the land whereunto he went, and his seed shall possess it.
And his seed shall possess it. Man, that's heavy. What verse was that?
Numbers 14 and 22 to 24, sir.
Okay, read 25.
Now the Amalekites and the Canaanites dwelt in the valley. Tomorrow turn you and get ye into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea.
Go ahead.
And the Lord
said, 28. Is it 28? Yeah, 28 is the one I want.
Numbers 14 and 28. Say unto them, as truly as I live, saith the Lord, as ye have spoken in my ears, so will I do to you.
See that? What does he mean by that? As you have said, surely you watch what the hell you say before the Lord.
Right.
Surely we should have died and we should have went back to Egypt or died into the wilderness. Right. The Lord said, yeah, I'm gonna hold you to that. Right. Yeah, you ain't going into the land. Right. You're gonna die in this wilderness. I'm gonna raise your children up. You're going to the land. Because you murmur too goddamn much. You cry baby. You're so goddamn fearful. Right. What are you doing?
Your carcass shall fall in this wilderness, and all that were numbered of you, according to your whole number, from 20 years old and upwards, which have murmured against me.
20 and up. Right.
Doubtless ye shall not come into the land concerning which I swear to make ye dwell therein, save Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua, the son of Nun.
You see that? That's how serious it is, boy. Right. You don't say that before the Lord, boy. You don't want to write. You don't want to open your mouth and say something that you shouldn't say before the Lord. He don't hold you to it. Right. You know what I mean? It's 9 o'clock now. We better go ahead and get to class, I think. I want to go a little bit further, but I don't want to get too deep. Because we'll run to 10 o'clock. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Y'all got any questions, anything?
No questions online, sir.
Any questions in the classroom? Sure? With that being said, we're going to pass the class over to Priest Officer Yediah.
Captain Shepard, Posh, another strong hand. With that being said, we are at ISUPK. We start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, you're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. You're here to shed yourself of the word. You need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. And after that 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe is the commandment. You can read about that in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Ma'ashra, which means 10th in Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department, priest fund, free welcome for the priest, not mandatory. What Torah amount you like to give? Upcoming holy convocations. Before I go into the Feast of Purim, we have the Passover coming up down in Houston, Texas. If you are a trooper, or you are a first-time officer of 50 and the sisters, if you're a single sister for sure, and if you're a sister that's married, get permission from your head, your husband, and contact Captain Shepard and Aposh to be part of the serving department. We need brothers and sisters to get down in the serving department so we can do it up for the Lord.
If I could, real quick, sir. Also, we need we need sisters to make this bread, the unleavened bread. We definitely need sisters for that, man. We are running short. You sisters, y'all contact me, myself, Officer Malakwa down in Houston, or Officer Bunn right here in Philadelphia. Right. One of us three, man, and get on board, man. I'd like to see it. Sisters put their brick in this, man, and serve these men who are so worthy to be served by you sisters.
Khan. Also, we have the Feast of Purim. It's on the 14th day of the 15th month of the 12th month, Thursday, February 26th, Thursday, February 25th, and Friday, February 26th, 2021. And you can read about that in the book of Ezra, chapter 9, verse 20 to 31. Make sure y'all check the bulletin board in the hallway. Also, if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you must wear all black, boot, shirt, headband, and scarf. And with that, Admajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give the man a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Admajim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shim Yahushua Barakatam. Yahweh. Speak up, brother. Yahweh.
Yeah.
Ba'Shim.
Bashim.
Yahushua.
Yasha.
Barakatam.
Baraka.
What we said was, may the Most High be with you in the name of Christ. Yashamatah, Sar, turn to face sisters Admajim, sisters, your Madam Shabbat will be your feet at a 45-degree angle with your right hand over your left, with your head bowed and covered. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Admajim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'Shim Yahushua. Now what we said was, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Yashamatah, class dismissed.
Who's the power?
The Yahweh Ba'Shim Yahushua is the power.
Who's the power?
Yahweh Ba'Shim Yahushua is the power.
Who do you fear?
The Father we fear.
Who do we
The
fear?
Father we fear.
What's your name?
Israel.
What?
Israel.
What?
Israel.
What?
Israel.
Not even time.
Dismissed.